Okay, let's talk about something challenging here. Gluing, bonding, using an adhesive to put dissimilar materials together. Like when it's just like two pieces of wood going together, no problem. But when you start getting into dissimilar materials, this is where it gets really challenging to start bonding things together. So you've got a host of options. You've got PVA PVA-based options like your white glue options. You've got the man-made versions of that, which is going to be an aliphatic resin. It's carpenter's glue is designed to be stronger, more water resistant, and sandable. It is PVA-based, but it is technically a little bit different. You've got the polyurethane line of adhesives. That's a entirely independent, or it's an entirely unique line of fully 100% waterproof materials that have like insane adhesion abilities to certain things in certain applications and then none at all to other things in other applications. So a very interesting product that when used properly can have great results. Crazy glue are cyanacrylates or cyanacrylate resins, which are they're overused for their application. They have a very high tensile strength, but a very low shear strength. And so it's not something that you could use for any kind of structural application. It doesn't have an ability to bond between a gap. If there's any kind of gap in between the things that you're gluing or bonding together, it's not going to work. But you know what it has? It has this crazy ability. It's crazy. It sticks to everything, right? Or almost everything, including yourself. Like don't glue yourself together with it. So this product in particular and derivatives of this product are the way we make things that are really, really sticky. Like when you need to glue to something incredibly smooth, like a glass or a polished surface or something non-porous or something with a unique chemical structure, that's probably when you're going to use a product like that. That would be one that you would look at using as long as it doesn't need to be super strong or have to resist any kind of shear strength or shear forces. So it's brittle, it activates by moisture, not like water application, but just the ambient moisture in the air and in the products that you're gluing together. If you're trying to glue or bond together dissimilar materials, like almost in one way or another, you're going to be using a product like Crazy Glue or a derivative of it in another product of sorts. Like for example, an epoxy. Epoxies probably are your go-to item. When you're trying to bond together dissimilar items, you're dealing with both the adhesion to the individual items, the chemical compatibility between all of these things that you're trying to use, and the strength of the bond itself. So when you're looking to a difficult situation, which bonding together dissimilar products is, because you've got multiple different individual products that you have to have, you know, cohesion with. It has to be able to grab individually to each, not have any chemical conflict between the two. But there also needs to be some flexibility in this bond or this joint. Without the flexibility and the ability to compensate for there will be different rates of expansion and contraction with dissimilar materials. It's why dealing with dissimilar materials is very difficult. Anything that's going to have to deal with that situation has to be flexible. It has to be able to withstand a certain amount of stress and flex and movement without the bond breaking, tearing, or otherwise becoming damaged. So when you're trying to glue together something that's, you know, dissimilar in material, or you're having trouble gluing to it, nothing else seems to be working, I would be looking towards a two-part epoxy of some kind. There's a lot of them out there. You can usually really see them because epoxy is by and large two-part. It's the two parts mixed together and then they activate and it starts to actuate and become hard. Not all, there are some that are not, like for example, like a construction adhesive from a tube is a one-part product, but it is technically not an epoxy. It's a construction adhesive. Epoxies are two parts, and that will make it easily for you to visually identify which ones to get. Then find ones that match. Like for example, you could have, you know, a JB Weld product that is for metal. Like that's what the original JB Weld was for, is up to and including metal, because it's strong enough of a bond and strong enough of a product itself that it's actually machinable. So, and machinable means like I could put threads into it and then, you know, send a bolt into it, which would be great for a lot of repair applications. But JB Weld makes, you know, application specific products. Like this little two-part epoxy tube here is specifically for repairing plastic. Plastic probably is the most challenging thing. Not wood, not steel, for sure. Plastic is going to be the most challenging stuff to deal with. So there's limited options available. Epoxy specifically for plastic products would be a go-to. And other than that, heat welding is one of the only ways that you can bond plastics, especially dissimilar plastics. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and remember, I'm technically Steve, and it would technically help you to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will see you later.